What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel for some absolute heat coming out of the facility today. If you love this team as much as I do, you need to buckle up because our head coach is not playing games as we approach Week 16. We are talking about a massive shakeup on the roster, including a former first-round pick being shown the door, while a massive new presence joins the defensive line to bolster our push for the postseason. This is the kind of intensity we need if we want to make noise in January. Before we dive into the details of who is out and who is in, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button right now, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a beat, and drop a comment below with your name and the city you are representing. I want to see where the loudest fans in the league are watching from today. Keep it brief because we have a lot of ground to cover and the news is breaking fast. I am reporting today on a series of significant roster maneuvers executed by the Houston Texans front office and head coach DeMeco Ryans as they prepare for a pivotal Week 16 matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. In a move that signals a refining of the depth chart, the Texans have officially released 3 players from their practice squad, while simultaneously adding 3 fresh faces to the mix. The most notable departure is veteran cornerback Damon Arnette. Arnette, who was a former first-round selection by the Las Vegas Raiders back in 2020 as the 19th overall pick, has had a tumultuous journey through the league. Since joining Houston during the offseason, Arnette has been in a constant state of flux, moving between the active roster, the practice squad, and free agency. During the 2024 campaign, Arnette appeared in 2 games for the Texans, recording 3 total tackles, but ultimately he failed to secure a permanent role in Ryan's highly demanding defensive scheme. Along with Arnette, the Texans have also parted ways with defensive tackle Marcus Harris and safety Brandon Hill. This is particularly interesting because both Harris and Hill were recent draft investments by the franchise. Harris was a 2024 draft pick, while Hill was selected in the 2023 cycle. To see the team move on from their own drafted prospects at this stage of the season suggests that the coaching staff is prioritizing immediate reliability and specific skill sets over long-term developmental projects as the playoff race intensifies. To fill these vacancies, the Texans have turned to experienced depth and intriguing young talent. The headliner of the new additions is defensive tackle Leki Fotu. Fotu was originally a 4th-round pick by the Arizona Cardinals in 2020, taken 114th overall, and he brings a massive physical presence to the interior of the defensive line. Standing at 6'5" and weighing over 330 pounds, Fotu has appeared in 64 NFL games with 26 starts over his career. His resume includes 100 total tackles, 4.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. After stints with the Cardinals, the Raiders, and the New York Jets, Fotu now lands in Houston, where his primary role will likely be to shore up the run defense and provide a rotational push inside. Joining Fotu on the practice squad are linebacker Power Echols and safety Kayvon Merriweather. Merriweather is a name fans might recognize, as the Texans had reached an agreement with him last week and have now officially confirmed the signing. He has 2 seasons of NFL experience under his belt, with 46 combined tackles and 1 sack, providing veteran-adjacent depth to the secondary. Power Echols enters as a rookie undrafted free agent who previously spent time with the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. While Echols is considered an undersized linebacker, his lateral quickness and special teams potential made him a priority free agent following the 2024 draft. From my perspective, these moves are a calculated response to the current state of the Texans' defense. DeMeco Ryans has built a culture based on the swarm philosophy, special work ethic, and relentless mindset. By bringing in a veteran like Fotu, Ryans is clearly looking for more bulk at the point of attack, especially with a difficult road game against the Chargers looming. The Chargers feature an offense led by Justin Herbert and a coaching staff under Jim Harbaugh that prides itself on physical smash-mouth football. Houston's run defense rank has fluctuated, and adding a space eater like Fotu allows the linebackers to play more freely. When we look at the financial and roster management side of these moves, the Texans are showing they are not afraid to admit when a previous draft pick or a veteran flyer like Arnette isn't the right fit. The salary cap implications are minimal given these are practice squad transactions, but the opportunity cost is significant. Every spot on the practice squad this late in December is essentially a tryout for a playoff roster spot. The Texans started this season 0-3 and have performed a remarkable turnaround to put themselves in the thick of the AFC hunt. Every decision made by the front office right now is viewed through the lens of the postseason. Looking ahead, the matchup against Los Angeles is a true litmus test. The Chargers are one of the hottest teams in the league, and Houston will need every bit of depth they can muster. If Fotu can acclimate quickly, he could be a standard elevation for game day to help neutralize the Chargers' interior run game.
Following the Chargers, the Texans finished the regular season against the Indianapolis Colts, a divisional rival that would love nothing more than to play spoiler. The release of Damon Arnette also opens up a conversation about the cornerback room. With Derek Stingley Jr. leading the way, the Texans have found stability, but the depth behind the starters remains a point of concern. Moving on from a former first-round pick like Arnette suggests that the team is confident in their younger, undrafted players, or that they are looking to go in a completely different direction for sub-package coverage. Statistically, the Texans' defense has been the backbone of their success this year, but they have struggled at times with consistency against elite quarterbacks. DeMeco Ryans, being a former All-Pro linebacker himself, understands that the game is won in the trenches and at the second level. The addition of Eccles and Merriweather provides insurance for a special teams unit that will be crucial in tight late-season games. In conclusion, while these might seem like minor practice squad swaps on paper, they represent a larger strategy of fine-tuning the engine before the final push. The Texans are currently evaluating every player on a week-to-week basis. For Arnette, Harris, and Hill, the journey in Houston ends here, but for Fotu and the others, the opportunity to contribute to a playoff run is right in front of them. We will be watching closely to see how these new additions integrate into the system, and if any of them can provide that spark needed to secure a victory in Los Angeles. The stakes could not be higher, and the Texans are making sure they have the right personnel to survive the grind of December football in the NFL.